A local couple is bringing us flavors from all over Europe to celebrate today. I want to thank Monica Nino and Brian Gonzalez of the Board Couple for being with us today. Perfect song to celebrate National Cheese and Wine Day, and I have you guys here.
Red wine, that's awesome. You know, we bring the party. The Board Couple is to National Wine and Cheese Day like Santa is to Christmas.
Hey.
So I mean, you know, we bring the party, girl.
Like tacos is to San Antonio.
Exactly.
There couldn't be anything else or no other way to start your Friday.
Yeah, queso is involved, yeah.
We love it. So Monica, you guys have done such research. You've traveled through Europe. You guys know your stuff. And today you're gonna help us kind of pair the correct cheeses with the correct wines.
Absolutely, there's no better holiday to do it. So brought you a really nice selection of wines and cheeses to make you sound like a pro anytime you go to a party. If you don't know what to pair with something, we've got you covered. There's like one stealthy wine that you can bring to everything that's really going to make everything pop in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the rules, guys? Like, how do we know?
You know, to Wine and Cheese Fight Club, there are no hard, fast rules, but there's some guidelines to pay attention to. I'm gonna give you the overall cheat code, right? If like when in doubt, just bring bubbles. If you're going to like a cheese party, I mean, bubbles have high acidity usually, so you wanna go with a champagne, or if that's not in the budget, something like a dry Prosecco or a Cava from Spain.
Okay.
I mean, that's always gonna be great. I mean, as we were studying, now as sommeliers, like we get asked all the time, what's our favorite wine? And it's just easy. So with spicy Thai food, you know, bubbles are great, but also just a white wine in general is usually going to pair easier with most cheeses.
So it's like a safe bet. I like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And most cheeses are white-ish. I know there's different variations, but
there's a whole spectrum of cheeses depending on like pungency, level of, you know, what you're wanting to look for. There's different ages on everything. So really, I mean, colors of the rainbow exist in cheeses too. Kind of like over here, we're starting with a champagne, and you're gonna wanna pair that with a Parmesan. Reason being is you have that acidity in the champagne. You have what's called an umami flavor in the Parmesan. It's gonna be kind of like what mushroom tastes like, if you will, that salty, nutty flavor.
Yeah.
And Parmesan is so good.
It's gonna cut right through with that champagne. So, you know, if you're picking that up at a party, it's gonna be one that you can definitely pair with that. And champagne is kind of like the universal cheat code to wine, because you can pair it with so many things we're gonna talk about later, but that's definitely one that's gonna be a game changer depending on what you serve and how you serve it.
Okay.
This next one over here is gonna be a Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
And we paired it with goat cheese. Reason being, there's gonna be like grassy, earthy notes in both. And you know, if you're going to go with a goat or a chev, you really want something that's going to complement it.
And this is one of those power couples.
Yes.
So this is like the Jay-Z and Beyonce.
You mean
like
the
wine
Monica and the Brian?
Yeah, you know what I'm
like
saying?
that,
Yeah.
like that.
So it's either like, you know, the things that grow together. So you usually have like a Chev and a Sauvignon Blanc, say from the Loire Valley or New Zealand. I mean, they're just gonna pair beautifully.
Question is, should you always do the cheese first, or do you do the wine first?
I would pick out your cheese and then kind of go from there. Think of it like this. Cheese is the dress. The wine are the pretty sparkly accessories that are gonna make the outfit pop. So pick out your dress with the cheeses and then pick out your beautiful sparkly jewels with the wine to make
that's
it
how
really,
I think of it too.
yeah.
Well,
accent
you
it.
guys, I'm having quite the morning right now. I'm learning so much, but also I rarely truly start my morning with wine and cheese. So
Oh, you're doing it
here we
wrong
go.
then if
Welcome to
you
Europe.
aren't.
Wow, that must have been a blast. What parts did you guys go to?
We went all over France to study along the Loire Valley. We studied in
Wow.
Champagne. We studied just
Bordeaux,
quite a bit, yeah.
Hey, I want to go with you guys next time. So please take me, and I'll be sure to report from Europe for you guys. Okay, now we're getting into something a little more, I would say, deep.
Yes, so I know blue cheese can kind of split the room.
Yes.
You love it, you hate it, you're indifferent, but you always want to go bold with bold. An Amarone is a bold red wine. It's going to be higher in alcohol. I mean, it's going to be higher in tannins. You want it to stand up to the structure of the blue cheese too. So here you have, you know, that pungent, funky of the blue cheese complementing that little bit sweeterness of the Amarone. It's just like a match made in heaven. Even if you're not a blue cheese believer, this may change your mind.
So matching intensity is what you want to do. So you never want to have like a real weak, like fresh cheese against a really bold wine. You want something that's going to be bold and bold.
So it just balances each other out, all that boldness.
Yes.
I like that.
And I say that, which kind of leads us to the next one. So if you are like a red wine drinker and you're like, you know, I like cheese, but I really like my red wine, you always want to gravitate to something with low to medium tannins. Because if not, the tannins in the wine, and the more bold it is, will kind of make the cheese taste metallic. And it'll kind of have that like orange juice and toothpaste effect, you know?
Sure.
Not so great.
That's definitely so painful sometimes. Like, your mouth's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, when you don't hit the mark with a pairing, it can make your experience less pleasant, and that's what kind of I think shies people away. Like some people try to pair champagne with wedding cake, and that's the wrong combination. You never want to do that. You always want to match levels of sweetness. You always want to match levels of acidity if you can, and then find something that's either congruent in the wine and the pairing or something complementary to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's really what got us into all this, and why we study so much with the Court of Master Sommeliers and WSET, the Napa Valley Wine Academy, and we travel all over. It's just because we love eating and we love enjoying wine, and if you find the right match, it makes it better. And so that's why we're actually teaching more classes to make people enjoy it. And you know, it's not about the snooty booty, it's more about just enjoying and experiencing.
And knowing, hey, I like this, so this is what I'm gonna get. This is what I'm gonna bring to the party, or this is what I'm gonna get for myself this evening.
Absolutely.
A little home happy hour, you know?
Yeah.
Celebrating life. You know?
I love
This
that.
last pairing over here real quick is the Pinot Noir and Brie, and I was gonna say Brie is kind of a switch hitter. Most folks think that you cannot pair reds with cheeses, and that's absolutely untrue. This one though is kind of a switch hitter, would pair lovely with the champagne, but over here, like Brian was saying, definitely a great complement with the Pinot Noir.
Guys, I learned a ton right now. And you guys are the board couple, you create charcuterie boards, but tomorrow you are also hosting that class that you're mentioning right now. It is called the Taste Coach Wine 101, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so we teach it through the Napa Valley Wine Academy, and so it's a very approachable class. If you love wine and you want to learn how to order wine a little easier, you want to just find a new wine that you love, then that's what this class is for. Beginners and just novice alike. And you know, even down to our cheese board, if you order one, we set it up like a sommelier just for discovery.
We're the first in the nation to teach this class tomorrow, so San Antonio is the pilot city for it, which is pretty cool.
Congratulations, guys. Well, we just got a whole lesson in about 5 minutes there. Thank you very, very much for teaching us. I'm excited. I want to create a little wine night for my honey and I, so thank you guys.
And if you don't want to do the work tomorrow night at our Comfort location, we are doing a wine and cheese day redo. If you missed out on today, come on out. We have some great specials there.
Bottle and board special. Come on.
People need to follow you guys on social media to check out your location, and also you guys deliver, I know that.